I held on to your heart, it came at a cost. But there's a band-aid in that banjo by the bar. My first aid kit had slipped into this guitar. Hey, I'm Jalan and he's Jibril. What are you the most thankful for right now? I've been learning to write music, which you know of. I've been grateful for the melodies that have come to me, man. That's like I can practice the guitar and everything, but that feels really God sent. My biggest artistic influence is Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci. It's not because of the art necessarily. It's just the way of thinking abroad. And where do you see yourself in 5 years, man? Besides prison, because we all know that's where it's going. It's so dumb. I'm not going to prison, bro. The only thing that makes that true is that in 5 years I'll just be like financially stable, like creative, just for creative purposes. That I'm like kind of financially set, and I would love to have proposed to my girlfriend and release this photo book that we've been working on for the past 8 years. I hope that it would have been released by then. What does a perfect day look like to you? So I would say a perfect day would look like I wake up, I go to the gym, I run into you guys in the morning, because we all go to the same gym. I run into you guys in the morning, we by chance have a great conversation about all great things, and then after that I would go home and like take a good shower and get to work, focused in an excited way, and then go to bed. Leonardo said, a day well spent brings about good sleep, and therefore a life well spent brings about a good death. Death, yeah. Would you go forward or backwards in time? Actually, I think I would go like 10 years ahead from now. Just 10 years. I feel like AI would have done its thing. There's probably robots to like do fun things with. All kinds of things. I'm experimental. Digital freak off. Digital freak offs. Digital freak offs are definitely happening in 10 years. So I'll be there. And then maybe this whole identity craziness that we're in right now of like pitting people against each other with identity would have died out by then. I think that would have settled by then. That's why I'm actually excited to have a kid. I don't know if I would like to have a kid now because of the whole identity thing we're in right now. But I think in 10 years it will have settled and we'll be reminded that color and race is just a color thing. I feel like I'm the only person that like knows deeply how like sophisticated your ambitions and tastes are. Because I've seen kind of where you've been around the world and like the way we talk and stuff. And if you have good health, I think you'll bring good to this world. Yeah, that's it. Is there anything I do that annoys you? Oh boy, I can empty out this board and fill it back up again. Shut up. Yeah, this book project we've been working on has been the most exciting thing. I mean, it started in LA, and before we knew it, we were like in Africa, like in Ivory Coast, like just meeting all kinds of people. We didn't even think. We thought we were gonna shoot the whole thing in California, and then we went to Paris, and then the Paris people were talking about Africa, and then we ended up making us go to Africa because they talked about Africa as if it was so tangible. So we ended up going there, and then it's opened up a whole other world to us. It's been great. Yeah, I feel like the expats that we've met in Africa have been like some of the most interesting. Yeah, and that's like very unexpected because you go to Africa and you'll meet people who are either Senegalese and Ivorian for us, but then it's those expats that are wandering that place like you are. You're like, whoa, that's like kind of like they're interesting people. It's like, yo, what are you doing in the middle of West Africa? It's not that touristy, so it's like it's pretty surprising. Yeah. What do you like the most about working with me? Yeah. The fair fight. That's an easy one, yeah. Fair fight. it's like when it gets tricky, you don't cheat.
Is there any question you just want to ask each other? Just you're inspired.
Rose and thorn. What's the rose and thorn of your year so far?
Rose and thorn of my year. My rose of the year has been where I've gotten to with drawing. I would say has been felt really like it feels like I'm starting to kind of like get a hang of like drawing. I would say it's kind of like you want to see my roses like you were alive, Habib was here. Like honestly, I don't want to sound corny, but that's really the rose. Though. It's like man, we're still here. We're still in the fight. My thorn is the uncertainty. Is still around. I'm still not. There's so many. I definitely know people who are more like stable. They know where like checks are gonna when the check is gonna come, and yeah. I think that's my thorn is that I still don't have that like stability. And I'm 31, going on 32, so that's a bit scary. But then when I read the stories of the greats, it sounds like not that I'm not saying that I'm great, but I'm saying like a lot of great people ended up doing great things, they had these doubtful moments too. Well, my thorn, kind of weird, but we were offered to like do this job potentially in like Japan and then go to Cambodia. Like these sites, beautiful sites, and it lingered on. It went on for like 3 weeks, and then it didn't happen. And then I was kind of like, damn, I would have liked to do that. Rose is that I jumped. I went to PT one day and I jumped for the first time after breaking my ankle. I broke my ankle on a motorcycle around this time last year, and I got an infection, 2 surgeries, and the whole bit. And now I'm like doing PT with a guy who's like trying to get me to run again. And a few weeks ago I jumped, and I didn't realize how heavy that would make me. I started jumping. I was like, holy shit. Like I realized how long it had been that I hadn't jumped when I jumped. I was like, holy shit, I didn't think that. I couldn't help myself like smiling. Like, yeah, he's watching you. Yeah, health is wealth. Health is wealth. So good health is the rules. It's real, man.